Hello everybody and welcome to another Nightly Read Aloud with Dr. Ivey. Today is Wednesday, May the 6th, 2020. Tonight marks our 38th Nightly Read Aloud during school closure. For those of you who are just now joining us for our Nightly Read Alouds, let me introduce myself. My name is Trevor Ivey and I am a proud educator here in Sumter County, South Carolina. And like so many of my educator colleagues right here in my very own community, across the state, the nation, and even the world are being asked to step up and out of their comfort zone to completely redesign teaching and learning experiences to keep our children meaningfully engaged during this challenging time when schools are closed but learning continues. To that end, I have dedicated myself to a nightly read aloud during each school night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is our 8th week, our 3rd night of read alouds, and we are reading teacher theme books in honor of Teacher Appreciation Week. And for tonight, I have selected a short book, an oldie but a goodie from my childhood, another book from the Clifford series. It's titled Clifford Teacher's Pets. Let's find out what this book is going to be about. Clifford's Teacher's Pets. Welcome to doggy school, everyone, said Brittany's spaniel. We're going to have lots of fun together. First, I want each of you to roll over. Cleo, you go first. Cleo rolled and he rolled and rolled some more. That's enough rolling, Cleo, said Brittany, laughing. Well done. You did a great job. Now it's your turn, Clifford. When Clifford rolled, the ground shook and everyone went down with him. Wow, Clifford, you make a big first impression, said Brittany, standing up. Mac, you're up next, said Brittany, but Mac wouldn't budge. Mac wouldn't even move. No matter what Brittany did, he refused to roll. Would you do it for a treat? She asked. In one motion, Mac did a roll, and he sat up and gobbled down the treat very quickly. Brittany laughed. That was very good, Mac. Good job. Are you ready, T-Bone? At first, T-Bone was too nervous. Then he crouched down, and he did one careful roll, and then he smiled. That was just fine, T-Bone said. Brittany, as she turned to the other dogs, T-Bone's smile went away. Just fine, he thought, but I did a really good roll. Why didn't she like it? Maybe tomorrow it will be better, and I'll get a treat. The very next day, Brittany taught a new trick to all of the dogs. Now I want everyone to fetch this ball. Clifford, you get to go first. So Brittany threw the ball as far as she could. And Clifford ran and ran over the trees and into the ocean. When he returned with the ball, Brittany smiled as big as day. That was excellent, Clifford. Good job. Cleo, you're up next, said Brittany. So Cleo brought back the ball. And then she brought back a newspaper. And then a stick. Cleo, you're doing very well, said Brittany in a very encouraging manner. Your turn, Mac. So once again, Mac didn't budge. He didn't move. Okay, Mac, said Brittany, how about another treat? She asked with a smile on her face. Away Mac ran after the ball. He dropped it at Brittany's feet and gobbled up the treat. Then it was T-Bone's turn. T-Bone quickly brought the ball back to Brittany, panting. Hopefully, this time I get a treat. Thank you, T-Bone. That was just fine, said Brittany. Later, T-Bone said, "Clifford, I am trying my hardest, but she only says that I'm doing just fine." Clifford said, "T-Bone, you gotta believe in yourself. We all think you're doing great." The other dogs barked in agreement with what Clifford just said. At the end of the week, Brittany said, "You all have done such a wonderful job. I'll see you tomorrow at graduation." T-Bone gulped. "Graduation? I want the biggest trophy ever," said Cleo. "I want Emily Elizabeth to come and see me graduate," said Clifford. Max said, "I want lots and lots and lots of treats." T-Bone said very quietly, "I just want to graduate." "All of my dogs did very well this week," said Brittany, "but the award for the most enthusiastic student goes to Cleo. The award for making the biggest impression goes to Clifford. And the award for the best tricks for treats goes to Mac." Who got left out? Let's find out. "And the award for the hardest working student who always tried his best goes to T-Bone." And that, boys and girls, made T-Bone feel just fine. The end. What a great book to read. A short book, but a great book with a very powerful message that really resonates with us during this week that we are showing appreciation for teachers. And you know, boys and girls, teachers come in all shapes and sizes. And teachers are not just the ones that have a classroom at a schoolhouse with actual students and desks and assigning grades and so forth. We all have a teacher inside of us. And even Brittany in this book models what it means to be a good teacher because she is teaching different dogs in the neighborhood in doggy school. And so boys and girls, we all are teachers at heart. And so while some of us may be home and we might be the older child in the house, we might have younger siblings, and they look up to you as their teacher, not just their parent. And so remember, you all are teachers deep down inside, and people watch what you do. Your character is determined when no one is watching. So again, teachers, we salute you. I know Clifford, the big red dog, salutes you for all of the hard work that you do each and every day. It's hard work, just as I said yesterday, because it involves matters of the heart. It's when we truly care for our students. In this case, Brittany was caring for the dogs, that we really show our true colors as teachers. So I hope you enjoyed that book. I know that it was fun to go down memory lane to read a Clifford book. I used to read these all the time when I was a young boy growing up. So boys and girls, before we say goodnight, before we go and brush our teeth and get into bed, let's take a moment to engage in our nightly reflection. You know our 4 questions that we're going to ask. Question number 1, what was your most favorite part about today? Take a moment to share with your parent who might be sitting next to you, maybe your older or younger sibling, your fuzzy friend, or say it to yourself. What was your most favorite thing about today? Question number 2, what was your least favorite thing about today? Question number 3, if you could go back and change one thing about today, what would you change? And question number 4, our last question, you know what it is. What's one thing that you hope is going to happen tomorrow? All right, boys and girls, that does it for Dr. Ivey. I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in for our 38th nightly Read Aloud during school closure. Remember, if no one has told you that they love you today, if no one has told you that they care about you, Dr. Ivey is here to tell you that he loves you and he cares about you so very much. And Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for our next nightly Read Aloud. Good night.